It is time for a new vlog. Yeah. Here on the vlogging channel that I never use. I don't know when I'm going to upload this, but today is the 27th of January. It's hard to believe that we've already been through an entire month of 2018. Somebody made a comment on my YouTube demonetization video on the main channel that they would subscribe here when I activate the channel again, or something to that effect. And I don't know, I've never really stopped using this channel. It's always been active in a sense that I would publish videos here, but at the same time, I just really don't upload very often to it. And I'm thinking about actually changing the idea of the vlog around. Instead of something like this, where I talk into a phone and there's no real interaction, I've been thinking about making it, live streams. I don't know if I could do that on the channel this is being uploaded to, GL5500, because I don't know if I verified it. I'm not in a rush to verify it. So, I don't even know if you could do that if you do verify it. I don't know if that's one of those partner restricted features. But I'm thinking about doing these live instead of recording them. How that would work, I'm not real sure. But I'm sure you could make it work somehow. So that's a possibility here in the future. But for now, I want to talk about things that have happened recently. Actually, this week, I don't remember when it was. I think it was like Wednesday or something. I changed the automation computer. Previously, it was actually, and you'll see something else I'll talk about in a minute when I do this, but previously it was this machine right here. Junk out of the way. This one. I don't know, can you see that? I hope so. The HP DX 5150. But that machine's hard drive failed. Really bad. So it just got progressively worse and worse. I was going to run it on that drive until the drive completely went kaput, but I think it's to that point now. And the stream was completely unstable. It would not, you can't get it past 3 days and it would crash. So I decided, well, forget it. I'm just going to replace it now. So I did. And I've got the Shuttle X PC there instead. And it's doing a pretty good job so far. I'm not really going to keep my hopes up because it seems that every automation box I put in the service, I had the ProSys machine there, I had the Northern Micro Spirit there. None of them have worked. About the only other one that has worked has been that. The gateway that I use for the low-end radio broadcast music machine anyway. And I don't want to have that thing running all the time because the fan is bad. Although, even having said that, the fan and the power supply for the shuttle box is bad, so that doesn't work. I gotta clear up the floor. There's a huge pile of junk that is sitting right in the way here. So trying to step around that's kind of annoying. Speaking of junk, I picked up more junk from scrap piles at work. I've stripped out a couple machines, and pulled a couple machines home. So I got this thing. What is this? ATI Rage 128 Pro, so just a piece of shit that nobody's going to care about. Oops, swear word. I have a laptop optical drive, a floppy drive. I have this thing. What is this? 160 gigabyte Maxter hard drive. There's another Maxter hard drive here, but that is basically a rebadged quantum drive. 20 gigabytes, that's 160. And then underneath that, I've got an optical drive. What is that piece of junk? It's a gold star of some kind. Anyway, I also picked up this, which is a pretty big score. And it works. Mostly. I don't know, I haven't checked the smart data on it, but I do know that it comes on and when the Windows install that's on it boots. So that's pretty cool. 500 gigabyte, almost brand new Seagate hard drive. I mean, it's still a Seagate drive, but at the same time, come on, I could use that. Holy crap, why would you throw that away? Other things that I have, there's a UPS on the floor over here. Right there. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, that sticker's on it. That UPS, It's an APC Bank ES350. The battery that's in it is toast. In fact, the battery's right here. And it's like a rain stick, so yeah, it's junk. Gonna have to get a new battery for it. I don't know if I'm in a real hurry for it. I don't even know if it works. Because it's got the word bad written in permanent marker on the back of it. So it could, for all I know, be bad. I'll probably take it apart and have a look at the internals. Here I have two more hard drives. This is a Seagate. I'll get that off of that thing. ST296N. It's a SCSI 85 megabyte RLL drive. So that's pretty neat. Okay, I don't know why that stopped, and I don't know when it stopped, but I was talking about this. The ST296. And I had moved on to this. The Connor CP30100. That's a 120 megabyte drive. Both of them are SCSI. I have a machine that I could use them in, but I need to give that thing some work. It needs a battery so I can keep the CMOS settings, because it loses them if I don't. Picked up a whole bunch of keyboards, including this. It's a Keytronic. Yeah, I know, it's rubber dome, but it's pretty darn good rubber dome keyboard, if I do say so myself. Picked up an AT power supply, baby AT. Picked up a SCSI zip drive. I doubt it works. I picked up a 5-port Ethernet switch. I'm trying to think about all the other things I've grabbed. A whole lot of RAM. I've got some DDR2 and PC133. But other than that, there are 3 computers. This is an HP DC7600 SFF. I picked that up. I was going to use that in the studio, but the Windows install that's on it is kind of messed up. A little unstable. So I probably will end up having to reinstall it. It's got Windows 7 Enterprise on it. It's a Pentium 4, 3 gigahertz. It has 4 gigs of RAM in it that I also picked out of the scrap pile. Don't really know why they left that stuff in there, but they did. 4 gigs of RAM and an 80 gigabyte hard drive. Here we have an HP Vectra VL400 complete. It's got, I think, 512 megs of RAM, a 10 gigabyte hard drive in it, and it's running Windows XP right now, but I'm going to change that over to something else. I'm not real sure yet. I may put, actually, I'm trying to think. I might put, like, React OS or something on it, because I'm thinking of using it as an OS test box. Then the third machine is right here. This is an HP Vectra VL420. It's a desktop, and it's got Ubuntu Linux on it right now. I may use that for more experimentation. I'm thinking about putting something like Haiku on there, or other various operating systems. You know, Linux distributions I've never tried on physical hardware before. I think it ought to be interesting. So, anyway, other than that, there hasn't really been a whole lot that I need to say. Just that, expect these kinds of videos to be moving towards live streams instead. And at some point in the future, to get them more exposure, I may move them over to the main channel, because I don't upload them very often, so there's no point in keeping it on this channel. I mean, I used to do vlogs on my main channel, and then I noticed my audience was getting fragmented, so I split it all off into its own... I don't know, all of those things got split off into their own channels, and then I never uploaded to them. It just sort of died away. So, I don't know, I may move these over to the main channel and do them live stream style. I have to pick a date for that, though, because it have to be a regular thing. There's no point in doing non-regular live streams, because people don't watch them. So... And in other news, I put a link to it. If you want to watch that audio only, listen to that audio only, I should say, because you can't really watch it. It's on 24/7, except when it dies. And so far, it's basically everything in my music library. There is nothing that it won't play. So, I think that's it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Now I'm going to combine these because it screwed up and stopped recording halfway through.